Fun Fridays number 5. The United States has been around for almost 250 years, which means whoever's elected, either Trump or Harris, is going to be president on the 250th anniversary. Now, this might not sound like a big deal to you, but it also doesn't sound like a big deal to me either. And since it's very possible that we might have our first female president ever, I thought it might be fun to take a look at all 46 United States presidents and rank them on how hot I think they are on a scale from A to F. I also did a different version where I played Fuck, Marry, Kill with the presidents, but I got halfway through recording that before I realized it probably wouldn't be a great idea to post a video online of me saying that I want to kill different presidents. So we're just doing school grades. But first, what's up? My name is Connor McDowell, and I'm currently campaigning to be People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive for the year 2024. If you like this video, or you think I should be nominated, just click subscribe. One subscribe equals one vote for me to be on the cover of People Magazine, specifically the Sexiest Man Alive issue. I don't want any other issue, I want this issue specifically. I'm also currently recovering from 3 separate surgeries, so I have a GoFundMe linked in the description if you're willing and able to donate to that. I'm also going to be doing a 24-hour live Twitch stream very, very soon in order to raise money for that GoFundMe, so keep a lookout for more information. Also, you should follow my Letterboxd. I'm really cool and I'm really sexy and I won't break your heart. Also, you should follow my new Twitter that I made. Also, let me know what you guys would rate each president in the comments. Okay, now it's time to fuck these presidents. What better place to begin than with the man who started it all? Motherfucking George Washington. Look, I don't think George Washington is the ugliest person ever. I'm just gonna assume every single president from the beginning of this country was just fucking revolting, so I am going to keep that in mind. Also, I am rating the presidents based on how they looked while they were in office. Not when they were younger, not when they were older, but specifically when they were in office. So George Washington, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give a C. John Adams, that is an ugly man. I mean, what is going on with your hair here, dude? Everybody in this time period is wearing wigs, dog. Like, you could have just put one on, but no, you're rocking, which I think is kind of bold. I think that's kind of brave to look like this and be perfectly fine with it. So I'm not gonna give him an F because he's got some confidence to him. So John Adams gets a D. Also, please keep in mind that none of this is based on policy. None of this is based on their personal lives. This is based on solely how they look. Thomas Jefferson, probably the most attractive president we've had so far. He is the 3rd, so it's not that hard to beat. Honestly, Thomas Jefferson is kind of a looker, at least in this picture. I'd be perfectly fine giving Thomas Jefferson an A. James Madison. Oh, good lord. He kind of looks like a gay vampire, but not a gay vampire that you'd want to fuck. Like a gay vampire that hasn't had sex in like 400 years and is mad at you for it. God, that widow's peak is just terrible. And these sunken eyes. I'm gonna give him a D just because I don't think he's revolting, but Jesus Christ. James Monroe. This man is really, really lumpy. You know what? He's not the worst. I've seen worse. He's got that silver fox thing kind of going on. I don't think he's attractive, but I don't think he's bad. James Monroe is getting a C tier. Now, if you thought John Adams was ugly, get ready for this motherfucker. John Quincy Adams is horrifying. I mean, this dude literally has the baboon cut. You can't get any worse than this. John Quincy Adams gets an F. Andrew Jackson is probably one of the worst presidents to ever exist, but how is he looks-wise? The hair is crazy. I do not like the hair. The hairline is terrible. I mean, this dude's got veins popping out all over his skin. Yeah, not for me. That's not for me. I'm gonna have to go with a solid D tier. I don't think I have to explain why Martin Van Buren is getting an F immediately. I mean, come the fuck on. William Henry Harrison. I'm trying to tip his canoe, if you know what I'm saying. And Tyler, too. But we'll get to that in a second. He's obviously an old man, but when it comes to old men, I don't know. I don't think William Henry Harrison's all that bad. William Henry Harrison, you get a B. And now John Tyler. You know, I don't think he's as attractive as William Henry Harrison, but I don't think he's too bad. He looks kind of creepy as hell, so I can't give him a B. So I'm gonna give John Tyler a C. James K. Polk has to be one of the most horrifying individuals I've ever seen in my entire life. This motherfucker looks like Trevor from GTA 5. He literally has a mullet. That's disgusting. You cannot pull that off, sir. Straight F tier. Zachary Taylor. This man is unbelievably disheveled. He put no care into his appearance at all. Like, sure, he's dressed nice, but what is happening up here? He's not the ugliest, but he's definitely not attractive. Zachary Taylor gets a C-. Millard Fillmore, he's a cutie pie. He's not the worst. Millard Fillmore gets a C. You want to talk about a dog shit president? One of the worst presidents to ever president in the United States? Take a look at Franklin Pierce. Now, he may be a horrible president, but that is one looker. Come on, this is literally just Timothy Chalamet. He may have been a violent racist, but that jawline, holy shit. Franklin Pierce gets an A. James Buchanan immediately gets a D. Abraham Lincoln. Now, this is interesting because I don't think he's an unattractive man at all. I will say he has very nice hair. He has dashing eyes, and he's got an iconic beard. So while he may not be my cup of tea, I think it's very fair to give Abraham Lincoln a B. Andrew Johnson is disgusting. I do not like looking at Andrew Johnson at all. Quite frankly, he scares me, so I'm gonna give him an F. Ulysses S. Grant. This man just looks like every dude. And honestly, if I am being 100% honest, at least in this picture of Ulysses S. Grant, he's a fairly attractive man. So I'm gonna give Ulysses S. Grant an A. Rutherford B. Hayes. Can I find a picture of him without that beard? Because Jesus fucking Christ, man. This is literally Gandalf. Well, this is him young. I know I said I wasn't gonna do this based off of how they looked when they were younger, but the only picture I can find of him without this crazy ass beard is when he's younger, and he's kind of fucking hot. So I personally, just based on my own rules, I cannot give Rutherford B. Hayes an A, but I can give him a B, just like his middle initial. James Garfield. That is a man that I never want to speak to ever. I never want to have a conversation with this guy. James Garfield gets a D. Chester A. Arthur. Okay. All right, Chester. Chester A. Arthur gets an A, and you can fucking suck it. Grover Cleveland. Two characters from pop culture, Grover and Cleveland. Yeah, he doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry, Grover, but you're not doing it for me. D tier. Benjamin Harrison. What a fine looking gentleman he is. He has a very nice haircut, a very finely trimmed beard, and look at these eyes. Benjamin Harrison gets a B. And we got Grover Cleveland again because he got reelected. And I genuinely cannot remember what grade I gave him 3 minutes ago, so whatever grade I gave him before is the same grade. William McKinley. Absolutely horrifying, man. What is going on with your eyebrows, dude? I don't think I've ever seen anybody's eyebrows go this crazy. This is insane. And this hairline is just atrocious. I understand Leon Czolgosz now. This man is disgusting. Theodore Roosevelt. Oh, Rosie, baby. He's so cute. Look at these glasses. Oh, and that mustache. You just know for a fact he's gonna use that mustache to make you scream. I gotta give Theodore Roosevelt a B tier because I don't think he's the most attractive Roosevelt, but he is still a fine gentleman. Yes, sir. Hey ho, yes, sir. William Howard Taft. You got me on this one. I'm a fan of big boys, and William Howard Taft is the biggest of the boys. Absolutely incredible mustache. I just don't think you have the right grades to make an A, but a B is perfectly fine. Woodrow Wilson. Have you ever seen a more average looking person in your entire life? This man just looks like a grandpa. There's nothing special about him at all. So Woodrow Wilson gets a C. Warren G. Harding is not making my Warren Harding, so I'm gonna have to give him a C. Calvin Coolidge probably has one of the coolest names a president could have, and surprisingly, he's not that ugly. I would describe him as cute. He's not my type. I don't think I would fuck Calvin Coolidge, but I don't know, maybe I'd go on a date with him. Maybe I'd give him a chance. I'm gonna give him a B. Herbert Hoover. I'm not really a Herbert Hoover guy. I don't like the hairstyle. I just feel like his face is really, really small for his head. So unfortunately, I can't give Herbert Hoover anything but a D. And here we are with the man so attractive, they elected him 4 different times, Franklin D. Roosevelt. God, I mean, just look at FDR, man. His skin is glowing. This is probably one of the most attractive presidents. Sue me. FDR gets an A tier. Harry S. Truman. I hate Harry Truman. I hate looking at this guy. I hate thinking about him. He looks like he smells like dog food. I gotta give him an F. Fucking hate Harry Truman. Dwight D. Eisenhower. This queer little fuck. Have you guys seen that gay-ass picture of Eisenhower with his legs crossed? This man right here loves cock. He loves cock, but unfortunately, liking cock is not enough to get you a high ranking because Dwight Eisenhower is one ugly motherfucker. I'm gonna go with the middle initial rule again, so we got Dwight D. Eisenhower. JFK, probably the hottest president we've ever had. His eyes are a little fucking weird, though. That's something people don't talk about enough, is he had some weird-ass eyes. You know, he's the youngest president we've ever had. Of course he's gonna get an A for his looks. Lyndon B. Johnson. Now, this man might look horrifying, but he also had a massive cock. Like, I'm pretty sure Lyndon Johnson would just whip his cock out in front of people in the bathroom to be like, look how big it is. It's disgusting behavior, but he had a hog. So I can't give him a low ranking, but I also can't give him a high ranking because he's ugly as shit. So I'm giving Lyndon Johnson a C tier. For cock, Richard Nixon. I'm so happy that I don't find him attractive at all. He literally looks like a psycho. I don't know, there's something about him that I do not vibe with. D. Gerald Ford is F. No wonder 2 separate people tried to kill this motherfucker. Look at him. Maybe we could do like a Turkish hair transplant, maybe get some veneers, maybe do some buccal fat removal. Maybe then he'll be like a C tier or a B tier. But Jesus Christ, Gerald Ford is scary man. F. Jimmy Carter. Is he attractive? I don't think so, but he is cute. I'm gonna give Jimmy Carter a B. Ronald Reagan, probably my least favorite president ever. Ronald Reagan isn't that unattractive. He is not for me, and I don't know if I know anybody that would say that he is attractive, but I can see why some people would find Ronald Reagan attractive. I mean, he was a leading man in movies. It would be objectively untrue for me to give this guy anything lower than a B. George H.W. Bush. This man looks like he is melting. Literally looks like he's melting. George H.W. Bush gets a D. Bill Clinton. A lot of people find Bill Clinton attractive. I certainly do not. Again, it's the face problem. It looks way too small. I don't think Bill Clinton is ugly, but I do not vibe with him, man. I'm gonna give Bill Clinton a C. George W. Bush. Now, here is a man that has committed horrible, horrible Hitlerian atrocities, but look at those damn eyes, man. This is not an unattractive man. You cannot convince me that this is an unattractive man. His policy views? Disgusting. His face? As far as presidents go, not that bad. A C. Do you want me to tell you who I think the most attractive president is? Barack Obama. He gets an A. He's probably the most attractive president we've ever had. Now we get to the good stuff, baby. Mr. Thickums himself, Donald J. Trump. And that J stands for juicy, because holy shit does he have a fat dump truck. Donald Trump is the presidential equivalent to a Pixar mom. His ass is massive. I think he's on Ozempic now or something, and he's lost like a lot of weight, so his ass is not nearly as glorious as it was in the previous days, but I simply cannot leave his ass out of the equation. I can't do it, and you won't make me do it. But everything else about him is pretty fucking ugly, so I think I can only give Donald Trump a D tier. He's not nearly as horrifying as like John Quincy Adams, but he's not attractive. There are some people that do find Donald Trump attractive. I think those people are delusional, but you straight up cannot deny that ass. And last but not least, Joseph Robinette Biden, Brandon himself. He's old, but he's not ugly. Joe Biden is a fairly attractive man. I don't think he's as attractive as JFK or Obama, but I don't know. I think Joe Biden fits firmly in the B tier. Okay, well, that was me giving a letter grade to every single president based on how hot I think they are. I don't really have any more thoughts about this. So I guess that's gonna be it for me today. If you like this video, don't forget to click like and subscribe if you think I should be nominated to be People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive for the year 2024. You can follow all of my social media, including my Instagram, my Letterboxd, and my Twitter. You can join my Discord, you can follow me on Twitch, and you can donate to my GoFundMe if you are willing and able to do so. The links for all of those are in the description down below. I actually had quite a bit of fun doing this, so if there's any like stupid ideas that you guys want to see, let me know in the comments. Also, let me know your rankings in the comments. Do you think Martin Van Buren's attractive? It's possible. Let me know. I'm Connor McDowell, and I'm gonna go start my sexy presidential campaign where I strip at every single one of my rallies. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.